All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us do the good work for today. Let me know in the text, please, if the voice is not clear to you. I was looking for some pictures for scary creatures and trying to understand the wisdom of Allah and the wisdom of His Prophet. And I got to a conclusion that Allah don't say things unless there is a reason for them. As an example, the dog is something Allah He hate very much. It is the most filthy, dirty creature. And for sure Allah He knew best. I mean, you cannot blame Allah for saying what He is saying. And when Muhammad He ordered to kill all the dogs in the Arabian Peninsula, the people start complaining, saying, we need dogs. I mean, those are people who live in the desert and they need the protection of dogs. Dogs can alarm them from beasts. They can protect their sheep. And they can, provide certain duty for their animals. They can gather the sheep. They are very smart. But yet Muhammad He insists that the dogs are very, very dangerous and we should kill them all. At the end, Muhammad He have to compromise his hate against the dogs, and he agree, okay, we will let the dogs which is not black and which is used for guarding only to stay alive. But if you are a black dog, then we have to kill you and you have no choice to survive. And Muhammad He gave a very important reason. The black dog is the devil. And for sure this is proven by science. According to certain study that there is more than 5,000 million scientists from NASA, they made a study about dogs in the moon, and they found that dogs in the moon are very dangerous. Why? Because when you park in the moon, you cannot hear the sound of the dogs because it's an empty space. And for sure this is a true story reported in Islamic magazine. The same story about George Bernard Shaw, who said the Prophet He can solve all the problems in the world while he's drinking his coffee. By the way, I don't think the Prophet was drinking coffee at all. He was busy with 13 women and many slave girls for sex. What coffee we are talking about? So the Muslims, they try always to make you feel that Islam come with something amazing and something special, and I see that Islam come with something very disgusting. First of all, dogs are very beautiful creatures. Yes, dogs can bite you maybe, but this is not because they are evil, really. I mean, he is a creature who feel he is being threatened too. Most of animals, they do what they do because they feel it. They are, you are a threat. It's not the opposite. For sure, unless they are hungry and they want to eat. And as we know, I mean, usually dogs, they don't attack you to eat you unless there is no food around, but a human do the same. We kill animals to survive. So I mean, if animals kill to survive and we kill to survive, what made them evil and made us good? However, dogs proving themselves to be very friendly and very good friend to human being and very loyal. And actually, if you go in the desert or in the jungle or anywhere, if you are by yourself, I am sure you prefer to have a dog with you. That will give you a lot of better security and you will feel better about what's going around you. But Muhammad, he insists that dogs are evil and dogs are bad. Now, the Quran, which is the topic for us today, made many actually all the creation which exists in this earth. Anything does not agree with Muhammad should be killed. Not only the black dog because he is the devil. So the logic of Islam is, if you don't agree with Muhammad, you are the devil. And obviously Muhammad, he have a problem with dogs. I think because they can sense his bad energy. Dogs, they have a special sensation for energy. So if you have a bad energy, you can feel it. So there is one of two issues. Either Muhammad, he hate them very much and they can feel that, or Muhammad, he gets scared, terrified when he see them and they can feel that too. Uh, Today our topic is about the Quran, not about really what Muhammad said about dogs. But I wanted to start here from speaking about the wisdom of Islam, because Muslims, they say that Muhammad is the best teacher, and whatever he say, he is the best to teach us what to do, and Islam is a lifestyle, and Islam actually is based on what Muhammad said, not what Allah said. You will see many things in the Quran said something in the Quran. Muhammad, he said the opposite. The Muslim, they follow what Muhammad said, not what the Quran said. So today we have our Skype open, and we would like to invite the Muslims to call us, and this is the challenge. When you Muslims, you say to us there is amazing things in the Quran, is it really amazing, wonderful, or it's amazing stupid? Is it amazing science as you claim, or it's amazing garbage? Is it amazing foolish, or it's amazing smart? So if you are a Muslim and you would like to call me, feel free. I believe everything in Islam is amazing rubbish. And actually maybe this is an insult to rubbish to compare it with the Quran, because rubbish can be recycled. I mean, even garbage, we can make something good out of it. But what we can made something good out of Quran, as an example. If we go in the Quran, there's a chapter in the Quran, it's called the chapter of genie. Chapter what? Genie. But if we go and read in the Quran, there is tons of verses speaking about those creatures who they are genie, the genie in the bottle. And even Muhammad, he invited the genies to convert to Islam. As an example, if you go to chapter 6, 130, it says the following. Quran was not sent only for mankind. Quran is a book of the genie and the book of the human. O assembly of jinn and man on men, didn't there not come to you apostle from among you? I mean, hold on here. Hold on. Guys, anyone notice here something weird in this verse? Let us see who of you is thinking with me. What is something weird in what we just read in this line? O assembly of jinn and men, didn't there not come to you apostle from among you? Anyone can tell me? What is the crazy stuff? Anyone can tell me what? Apostle among the jinn. Okay, that's a good one. So we have a prophet, you have Muslim prophet who came to the genie. So we have a genie. If you let me see if I can find pictures drawing by Muslims about genies, because Muslims, they come with a lot of drawing for genie, by the way. Hold on, just to show you how the Muslims, they view those creatures which nobody saw, nobody met, nobody, I mean, it's just a fiction. But anyway, let us see. I will search in Google peace upon him and see what we can find. Jinn. Muslims, they come with tons of pictures. This is a jinn. This is a jinn. Look at this jinn. Actually, this guy is handsome. Nice to meet you, buddy. Oh boy. So let me introduce to you Apostle Muhammad for the genie. Well, as long he is one of the jinn, he will look like them, right? The apostle will look like his people. So as long the Quran, they are saying to us that Allah, he sent apostles to the genie. Well, I mean, here we go. This is the Apostle Muhammad to the genie, or whatever you want to call him. You want to call him Apostle Salih, Apostle, I don't know. You give me a name for the prophet of the genie. I mean, genie. And look what the Muslims, they come with names. I mean, uh, genie. This is a genie. This is all is done by Muslims. This is a genie. All right. Yeah. So those are genie, as you see, Muslims believe in them, and they have apostles came to them. Okay, like look at this genie here. This is a genie. Now I'm sure this is amazing, and many of you today will see nice dreams. Let's change the pictures. We go back to the Quran. So the Quran claim that there is apostles for man and genie. But hold on, the Quran here is using Arabic language, and the Quran is speaking in this Arabic language to genie and men. That's mean the genie, they understand Arabic, and they are Arab. I never thought about myself as a genie, even if sometimes I act like one. But now I understand I must be a genie, and genies are from my people. They are Arab. They speak Arabic. If you ever needed a translator to translate a speech between you and genie, please call me. As you see, they speak Arabic, because the Quran is not speaking to them in English. This is a translation, as you know. It says here in Arabic, Ya ma'shar al-jinn wal-ins, alam ya'tikum rasulun minkum. You know, a people of genie and mankind. And look, Allah, he put the word genie first. So in order for the genies here to understand the Quran, they have to speak Arabic. And not only that, Muhammad, he claimed that even he was able to convert a bunch of genies into Islam. Read this verse with me. The genie, they will be judged in the judgment day, because they are, you know, there is a Christian genie, there's Muslim genies, there is Hindu genie, there's atheist genies, there's a gayist genie. I mean, there's genie from everything. And on the day when shall gather them all together, O assembly of jinn, you took away a great part of mankind. What does that mean? And their friends from among the men shall say, our Lord, some of us profited by others, and we have reached our appointed term which thou didst appoint for us. He shall say, the fire is your abode, to abide in it, except as Allah is pleased. Surely your Lord is wise and knowing. I don't know what is that is about. Do we have any Muslim can explain to us what's happening here? Well, what is that? You know, when the Muslim they say to us the Quran is amazing, I mean, I don't know what is amazing about it. And then you go and you open the interpretation for the Quran to understand what this is about, and you will find every Muslim scholar trying his best to give you an interpretation which doesn't fit with the other interpretation, because they are just guessing. It's a genie talk, my friend. Look like we have somebody is trying to call. No, you can call only if you are a Muslim. Are you a Muslim? The one trying to call. If you are not a Muslim, don't call me. Don't waste my time. We are here. We want people to see a real debate between us as a Christians and between Muslims with respect, no insult. And if you are a Muslim, feel free to call us. If not, there's no need. I'm not really interested to hear your opinion as a Christian. You can leave a comment down there. If we try to understand this, let's see what this guy wants. Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Are you a Muslim, my friend?
Hello.
Yes. Are you a Muslim?
Excuse me?
Are you a Muslim?
Yes, I'm a Muslim.
All right. What do you think about the genie converting to Islam?
Oh, this is absolutely not true.
Not true. So what do you mean?
This is a big lie.
Who is the one who made the bill lie?
This is our scholar.
Okay, so the Quran doesn't say that people convert to Islam?
Yes.
The Quran doesn't say it. This is you? Okay, let me open the IP. This is Gigi. Stupid people. By the way, you are just making fun of your prophet. You can call me again if you wish, no problem. I mean, the best comedy is Muslims defending their Islam. And at the same time, obviously you have a mental issue. You have nothing to do except calling me and say Gigi. I'm sure your mother will be proud about you. You are accomplishing a lot. So the whole Quran giving us stories about those, about those genies, and you will notice that the Quran insists to repeat and speak about the genie in every place in the Quran. And not only that, like I find it very weird that in chapter 7 verse 179, the genie, they will go to hellfire. I don't know if any of you understand why this is weird. Anyone knows why? Why this will be weird? Because the genie supposedly are made of fire. So how you want to send somebody who is made of fire to fire? Are you threatening the fire to be burned by fire? I mean, I understand if you say to them, I will send you to Alaska. If you say, I am going to send you to the North Pole as a punishment for you, but you are made of fire, and yet I will punish you with fire. If we go in the Quran, in different verse, we will find the following. Chapter 55, verse number 15. So the jinn are made of a flame of fire, and yet we will send them to fire to punish them. Can we punish fire by fire? Can we burn the fire by fire? If you have my books, like the new book, Six and Allah, you will see a story about a guy. He noticed that his wife, she is having sex with the genies, and the proof of that, around her vagina there was a fire while she is having sex with the genie. Let us say her bushes caught on fire. This is why you should not have bushes there. Be careful, my friend. Be careful. Be aware. Right? Okay, we have Abdul here. I think this is the same kid. Yeah. So as you see, Islam is kind of a mix of fictions and madness and stupidity. And there's creatures nobody see and nobody knows, and they are made from fire, and then we want to punish them by fire. And then the genie, they listen to the Quran, and then they accepted the Quran, and then they believe in the Quran, and then they became a Muslims. I mean, it's really amazing how they are created. But if you go and search about the genie, you will find that the word even jinn is exist long before Muhammad. This is coming from an inheritance of many fabulous stories, fairy tales exist before Islam. Right? You are not a man. Let us see. Maybe this is Gigi when I call again. Let me. I will open my IP finder and see. Maybe I think it's a Gigi. How are you, Gigi?
Hello.
How are you, Gigi?
It's what?
You are Gigi, aren't you?
No.
No,
What-
you
what
are
is
Gigi,
Gigi?
my friend. Sing for us, Gigi, please. Come on. I just call you just to sing for us, Gigi. Say Gigi, Gigi.
What is that?
It's stupid. You know, I let you call me to say to us Gigi, Gigi, so we can laugh at you, and you don't want to do it. So why I want to talk to you? I see your IP, you idiot. Anyway, he created the jinn of a flame of fire, and then the flame of fire, they listen to the Quran and they believe in the Quran. I mean, here you notice the amazing thing about the Quran. Even genie in the ball, he heard the Quran and he accept Islam. In different verse in the Quran, it says the following. In chapter 72, verse number 1, say, it has been revealed to me that a party of jinn listened, and they said, surely we have heard a wonderful Quran. Oh boy, I like that. Oh boy, Muslims. Muhammad, Allah told him, he sent him Jibreel, and Jibreel told him, Muhammad, hello Muhammad, Habibi Muhammad, Habibi Muhammad. When you recite the Quran, Habibi, this is Benjamin Netanyahu speaking to you, Habibi. When you recite the Quran, Habibi, the genie, even the genie, Habibi, they go crazy. I noticed that the genie in Hamas, they go crazy. So Habibi Muhammad recite the Quran again, Habibi, and the genie will go crazy and will settle down. So Muhammad trained his people that Allah told him that when he recite the Quran, a party of the genie, for sure those are Democrat, they listened and they said, surely we have heard a wonderful Quran. I mean, what do you want more amazing than this? Hmm? Do we have any genie in the chat? Be honest with me. If you are a genie in the chat, give me one, so we can play for you Quran and you tell us your opinion about the Quran. Hmm? What's wrong with you Muslims? I mean, you believe in this? The genie, they listen to the Quran? Like what? What verse they listen to and they like it? Like one about the ant. She said to the ant, hide, otherwise Suleiman will crush you. Or about the flying carpet. Or about the 7 sleepers and their dog. Which one made the genie go crazy? And as always, Muhammad, he make up stories. And not only, by the way, he says here, I say to them, I revealed like a party of the jinn. They listened and they said, wonderful Quran. Muhammad even claimed that he saw them for real. If we go in the hadith, let me find the hadith. Okay, here. I asked Alqama Ibn Mas'ud, who was the present with the messenger of Allah, peace upon him, blah 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 blah. Okay. About on the night of the jinn. Oh, the night of the jinn. The night of the jinn, when the prophet he met them. What? The prophet he met the genie? Breaking news, CNN, fake news. Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, he had a conference meeting with the genie. And it was a very hot meeting because the genie are made of fire, as you remember. To the point the prophet he had to wear a welding mask and clothing to resist fire. The story continue. One night, we were in the company of the messenger of Allah, and one night we missed him. We searched for him in the valleys and the hills and said, he has either been taken away by the jinn. What the heck? What the heck? And now I know why my mom, she said to me when I was a kid, don't go alone. The genie will take you. The Muslims, they were thinking that most likely the genie, they kidnapped the prophet or has been secretly killed. Look at this conspiracy. We spent the worst night which people could ever spend. When it was dawn, we saw him coming, which means Muhammad, from the side of Hira. I see. Oh, I'm so happy the prophet is back. I was really worried that he will not show up again. He, the narrator, reported is that Gigi? Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hi, CP?
Yes, hi, this is me, CP, yeah.
Hi, this is Kimberly. Thank you for accepting my call.
All right.
First of all, I would like to thank you for all your videos because they're super helpful.
Thank you.
And I know you don't like to go off topic, but I have 2 questions for you.
Okay. Can we make them? Can we make them 3? Because I like a trinity.
Okay. Sure, we can make them 3.
All right.
Okay, so first one is Surah 3, verse 54.
Okay.
It talks about Allah being the best of deceivers. But as you taught me that translation is sometimes very different. So I wanted to ask you what makar means in this verse.
Well, you know, we can go right now to the Islamic dictionary And if the
Yes.
Muslims will say that Christian Prince is not giving a correct translation, then they cannot say that to their own dictionary, correct?
Correct. Yes.
So if we go to the Islamic dictionary, we'll find, I will type the word makr in the front of your eyes.
Okay.
This is in the screen. I'm typing it.
One
Makr.
second.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is the translation. Can you read?
Yes. 1 second. Part of the body between.
Maybe it's not coming yet to you.
Oh, okay. Cheat, deceive, delude, double cross, dupe.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
And
That's very clear.
this is the Islamic dictionary. I have nothing to do with it. And this is not my translation. I just typed the word, and you see here the word in the front of you in the dictionary. Here,
Yes,
translation of the
exactly.
meaning of makr in Al-Ma'ani English Arabic dictionary. And not only that, okay, here it says, here the Muslim, they try to make it look nicer. So they say, when it's come to the Quran, they say God plan. But
Yes, exactly.
we just said here that the word mean deceive. So God the plan is to deceive. So from the plan, okay. But here, Quran word, a plot, you see it?
Yes.
Plotted.
Yes.
And you know
Yes.
what does that mean, right?
Yes.
And here, I don't know how to say this word correctly. Sharness, is that correct? Arshiness, deception, deceptiveness.
Yes.
It's about always about deception.
It's all about the same.
And the fraud and etc. As you see, you know, yeah, fraud.
Yes. Well, the tricky thing is, whenever I try to discuss this with people around me, they always tell me, "Oh, the translation is bad," and this.
I agree.
Means
I agree. Translation is bad. The
Arabic.
translation is not true. The translation, they should say clearly the word deception. But however, we can prove it easy. You see,
Yes.
when we go in the Quran, and the Muslim try to give their own translation, any verse, you know, we search for it. It says here in chapter 7, verse number 99, فآمنوا مكر الله فلا يأمن مكر الله إلا القوم الخاسرون. Okay, let us see what this verse is saying.
Okay.
Well, do they then feel secure from Allah? Plan. This is the translation. All right. But we just saw in the dictionary, it says that the word makr mean fraud and deception. So here, in order to protect the Quran, to make it look nicer, they translate the word deception as a plan. You see? So I agree, the translation is fabricated. If we change the translator, this is Shakir. Let us change different translation. Let us see English. Let us see this one. Do they feel themselves secure from retribution of God? What does that mean? I don't know what this word means actually, and I never used it before. What does that mean?
Retribution?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. My English is not that good as well.
So now we are two more. We can play cards. Okay. Let's go and see Victor.
I think it's something about revenge.
Here, scheme. You see it?
Yes.
So look how they play with the word, because simply they are trying to change. I mean, why every one of them he gives us different word, different meaning?
Yeah.
Because simply they don't want to use the word deception. This is the whole point. Yeah. But you know, the word makr appear in different way in the Quran, not necessarily as makr. As an example, appear as the word yudil. Here, if you see chapter 16, verse number 26, قَدْ مَكَرَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. This is the same word we are talking about.
Yes.
Okay. But you will notice here, because this is not talking about Allah, they say those before them plotted, so Allah struck foundation of their buildings. Okay. So here you see the word makr, the same word is translated as a plotted. And plotted is you doing something secretly, right? And you know, deceiving people about what you want to do to them, right? So the Muslims always, they try to fabricate the meaning, but they cannot really do a good job anyway, because all what we need to do,
Yeah.
you know,
It's very smart.
yeah, but it doesn't work because the Quran says clearly that Allah is the one who deceive everybody. If you remember, I have a debate with the Muslim Abdul, and we asked him about when he said about the hadith about Adam, that Adam, he was debating with Moses, and
Yes.
and Moses, he said to Adam, do you blame me for what Allah he wrote for me? And he said, so Allah, he made Adam commit sin, and then Allah will punish him for the sin that he committed, which is the
Yeah.
plan of Allah. This is like, so he said, well, Allah, yes, here Adam is a victim because Allah, he wanted to be known. So Allah
yes.
here, he deceived Adam, because he is the one who made him commit the sin. The story is very
he wrote
simple.
it before it happened.
Yeah, not only he wrote it, you see, it's like when I write a scenario for you, I'm writing a scenario of two things: scenario of your fate and your how I can deceive you. Because here, how Adam was able to do, why he did that, because simply Allah, he made him do it. How he made him do it? He deceived him. All right. The fate here is nothing but a plan of deception. So I write for you a plan which nobody can get away from it, and this plan including how I can deceive you so you commit sin, and then you ask me for forgiveness, and then I forgive you. All right. So the story here is very clear that Allah is the deceiver, because Adam here is not the one to blame. As you see, this is Muhammad himself saying that Adam confuted Moses about this debate. And how Adam he confuted Moses? Simply he said to him, do you blame me? Do you blame me? For action which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation. So what Allah he wrote for me, that he will deceive me, he will fool me, and he will make me do this, so later he can punish me, or I will ask for forgiveness. So Adam saying to Moses, you cannot blame me for the sin I did, because at the end of the day, this is the deception of Allah.
God's plan. Allah's plan.
Yeah, this is the plan of Allah to deceive me and to make me do so. So as you see, that this deception of Allah start from the first man and will not end anywhere until he deceive all mankind. This is the devil.
Yes.
And here this is against the nature of God, because you see, God supposedly he will punish you for a sin you did, not a sin he made you do.
Exactly.
For this is not justice, because if you are the one who made me commit sin, then you are going to punish me for what you made me do, and I have no choice to do or not. That's stupid. That's not fair. That's not justice, and this is not from God.
And it's not merciful either.
It's evil. It's pure evil. Like you're playing for me. I am a person who have no ability to stop you from making me doing things, and then you punish me for what I did.
Yes. Exactly.
That is a pure evil.
It is. Well, thank you for your answer. It's very clear, and it's going to help me.
You're welcome.
I'm sure. Can I ask you just one more question?
Sure. Go ahead.
About Surah 5, verse 45.
5:45. Okay, what about it?
Yes. So this verse, does it say something about that forgiving is better than revenge or retaliation?
You see, you said 5:45, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is also a question about translation and what the actual verse in Arabic means.
Yeah. First of all, here there's nothing about it's not just revenge, it's a stupid revenge, because when you say to me a soul for a soul, eye for an eye, nose for a nose, ear for an ear, tooth for a tooth, shouldn't you tell us what nose you are talking about? To make it simple for you.
Yeah, that's true.
To make it simple for you.
Yeah.
If we go in the Quran, we will find the Quran say the following: that the free for the free, and the slave for the slave, and women for the women. Chapter 2, verse 178.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we understand the other verse you are asking me about, what this is about. In the case of murder, And there's a book, it's called Muwatta Malik. It's full of cases about this. You can go and search. You will see in the Muwatta Malik says clearly that in the case of murder, if a free man kill a slave man, the free man will not be killed. A slave man will be killed. So now what the Quran is saying, in the case of murder, free for the free, which means if a white man kill a white man, Arab man, then we kill a white man. Okay, but and if a free man kill a slave man, slave will go for the slave. So here the Quran is a stupid book. So tooth for a tooth, but the tooth of who? Not my tooth. Because if I am a free man and I am a white man, my tooth will not go. I will somebody is going to break the tooth of my slaves, or I have to pay your money to the owner because he lost now his slave, he lost a tooth, you know. So the way Muslims, they try to understand, Muhammad here trying to understand or trying to copy from Musa's.
Yes,
you know,
because they say this is for the Jews.
Yeah, but here actually Muhammad, no, actually Muhammad, he practiced it for himself, not only for the Jews. He practiced it for himself. Let me show you something. Hold on. Let me let us see. We open the hadith.
Because that's what I heard someone tell me, is that this verse is actually not for the Muslims, but it's for the people of the book. So talking about the Jews and not for the Muslims directly.
First of all, this is very funny of him to say so, because if this is not for the Muslims and this is for the people of the book, but he forgot the one who gave that is Allah anyway, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So Muslims, they aren't very naive. I mean, when they answer, sometimes I wonder if a Muslim is answering from his nose or from his toes. They don't use their brain for a second. So it doesn't matter who said that and say that to who. Still, this is your God, Allah, saying that. So this is stupid, and as long as you agree that this is stupid, it doesn't avoid you from he saying it to the Jews or he's saying it to the Christians. If we go in the hadith,
because it's the same God for them.
Yeah, because as long it's from your God, I mean, what difference is going to make anyway? So if we go in the hadith, I just found it. It took me a little bit.
Yeah.
Here it says, Malik said, there is no retaliation held against a free man by a slave for an injury. Do you see it?
Yes, it's appearing now.
Okay.
Yes.
So if a free man broke the tooth of a slave, the Quran says, okay, tooth for a tooth. But tooth of who? Not the tooth of the free man, because there's no retaliation against the free man. You see?
Oh wow, I haven't even looked at it that way, but yes.
The slave is killed for a free man when he intentionally murder him. So if a slave, he killed a free man, then a slave will be killed.
Yes.
Okay, but it's not the opposite. The free man is not slain for a slave. Do you see it?
Yep.
So the tooth for tooth, eye for an eye, this is about a society of slaveries and masters. So if you are a master, you know, you will not be killed for torturing or killing a slave. And if you are a slave, you will be killed for killing a master. And in the same time, if you cause an injury for a slave, you will not be held accountable for your act. Simply at the end of the day, the equality of law here is about between the free, the same kind. This is why the Quran here, the Quran divide the people to three kind of people. There is women and men and slaves. The women and the men, free women for a free woman, or a slave woman for a slave woman. But however, I believe here the women for women, it's about the women by gender. It's not which is a free. And then slave for a slave, it doesn't matter if it's a slave woman or a slave man, you know. So there's a three generation or three level of mankind in Islam. There's a free man, he will be killed for a free man, and there's a slave will be killed for a slave, and there's a woman will be killed for a woman. And this is not just, this is stupidity.
I agree. Yeah. But you know, the funny thing is that they will say, oh, this hadith is in contradiction with the Quran, so it's false.
Where? Here we go. The Quran saying that. Where? The Quran in
Well,
front of us.
that's the argument they always use.
No,
because
they
it
cannot. But the Quran
contradicts
saying,
Quran.
isn't it the Quran in front of us saying free for the free, slave for the slave? Where is the contradiction?
Yes.
You know, where is the contradiction?
Yeah.
There's no contradiction. This is it. They can say whatever they want. You know, this is the denial is just to run away from, you know, like, you know, Muslims is the same as the ostrich bird. When this bird see a danger coming, like a wolf, etc., because she's stupid, what she do? She bury her head in the sand.
Yeah.
And then she think that because she don't see him, he don't see her.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So then the wolf, he grab her actually easier because now she is just useless. She cannot defend herself because she buried her head. So this is how silly they are. They bury their head, and there's something is called this is contradiction. We don't take it. The whole Islam is contradiction. As an example, if you don't take anything, is contradiction to the Quran. The Quran says you do mut'ah. Why you don't say, okay, we're gonna do mut'ah?
Yeah.
Hypocrites, you know.
Yeah.
So when they want, they say contradiction in anything contradict the Quran, we will not take it. The second we say to them, what about the mut'ah? You know, do you do 10 times breastfeeding for adult?
That's crazy.
No. Anyway, you know, they can say whatever they want, but people, you know, we are laughing, and people are leaving Islam. They like it or not.
Yes. No, I agree. But so last question, because you like the Trinity. So the third question.
Okay.
It's just one thing that they always give as an argument. For example, for Surah 9, they always say, "Oh, but that's only in that time when it was war or during wartime, and it doesn't apply to these days or to now." What would you say to that?
Well, first of all, even if this is for that time, that means Muhammad is an evil man. Because why you are saying that it was for that time, unless it is disgusting?
Yeah.
Secondly, what is the proof? As long they are people who say anything contradict the Quran, we don't accept it, right?
Yeah.
Where in the Quran it says that this is for that time?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Same time, isn't it Muhammad? He said in the Hadith, many places. I've been ordered to fight mankind until they say there is no God but Allah and there's no prophet but Muhammad. He didn't say the Arab around me. He didn't say it's been ordered to fight mankind.
Yeah.
So أمرت أن أقاتل الناس جميعا, all, not some, not a few. I have been commanded that should fight against the people till, and actually translation is not good, because in Arabic it says jami'an, all of them, until there's nobody except saying there's no God but Allah. So the duty have nothing to do with what time. The duty of fighting is until they declare that there's no God but Allah. You see the condition? The condition is not about this stuff fighting me. It's not about you know, it's about, and by the way, in Islam, just for those who not know, in Islam, if you don't accept Islam, you are waging war against Allah. You see? Because people, they might say to you, well, in Islam it says, you know, fight those who fight you.
Yes, exactly.
But the second you say Muhammad is not a prophet, you are fighting Allah. This is why you see in the Quran, if you go to chapter 5, you know, as long as you mentioned to me chapter 5, if you go to chapter 5 verse number 51, it says, take not Christians and Jews who want to take you as friends and protectors.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So they are not fighting you because there's no way they want to take you as a friend and they are your enemy. I mean, that would be funny, right? Like, we are enemies, but you say that as we friend. So they want to take you as a friend, but Allah reject that. Why? For they are the enemy of Allah. You know.
But then they will say, they will come up with the verse that says there's no compulsion in religion.
No, this is a verse that says the opposite. Actually, this verse saying that a group of people, they were saying, we will not let our children to convert to Islam. Muhammad, he was saying to them, you cannot force your children not to convert to Islam. Not the opposite. You see, they use verses just to fool you when it is totally the opposite. It's Muhammad saying you cannot force your children not to convert to Islam. Otherwise, here we go. as long they are saying this, then they should not kill anyone leave Islam.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So why somebody leave Islam and we kill him?
But that's what the translation says, though.
What translation?
That's what.
No,
About
it's okay. The translation is saying that, but if in order to understand it, we go and see the story.
Yeah.
The story behind it is very clear that he was telling them, you cannot force your children not to convert to Islam, but not the opposite. You know? Yeah.
That's amazing.
You see in different verses, as an example. Let's see. There's tons of verses actually support what we are saying. And you know, the most important, the action of Muhammad. I mean, in chapter 8, verse number 39, what Muhammad he want? Fight them until the religion became only for Allah.
Yes, very clear.
And if they convert, if they accept Islam, then don't fight them.
Yeah.
What is the condition? Read it carefully. And fight with them until there's no more persecution. What is the persecution, by the way? It doesn't say persecution, it says fitna. Fitna. This is the lie when they say persecution. Until there is no more fitna. What fitna? Fitna is people don't want to believe in God, which is Allah, or don't want to practice Islam.
Oh wow.
Okay. So
yeah,
if you accept Islam, that's it. We don't fight you. What is the reason for the war? The verse saying that clearly. Until, you know, and they say it in the translation. Let us change the translator, and you will see how the translation change. Just to show you the lies Muslims they do. This is translation of Shakir. Let us go to translation, English translation. What is that? I never heard of the translation. It's called translation. Oh, this is a different language. Hold on. I don't know what is that. Okay, let's see. Yusuf Ali. Let us say Yusuf Ali.
Yes.
Okay. And until there's no tomblet. What tomblet mean?
Tomblet.
Let me search.
I think my screen is very is late a little bit.
I will search Google. Okay. Confused. Until there's no confusion. All the hair number.
Is it chaos or something?
Chaos, yeah, chaos. So here we go. Yeah. So the chaos, okay, why would they chaos? Because there's people who have different belief, and we will not allow that. So it's not persecution as etc. And here he add the word or oppression, which is not really exist in the Quran. There's no word oppression exists here. They added, and then and there prevail justice and faith of Allah altogether and everywhere. So the fact it's the opposite actually. The Muslims they are saying that they are the one is under persecution, but the fact they are persecuting others and they are forcing themselves on others until we fight them until there is no religion but Islam.
Yes.
You know, and each time you change the translator, you will see a different translation, different words, different meaning, because Muslims look here, look at this. This is different translation. Look how the translation changed suddenly. So fight them till all oppositions end. Do you see it?
Yeah. So they make it look like they are
how opposition
them and they have to defend themselves.
Yeah, how opposition was oppression.
Yeah.
If I oppose you in your religion, this is not oppression for you.
No.
So fight them till there is all opposition end and obedience is all holy God to Allah. Okay, so and by the way, it says here the religion will be all became to Allah. So everybody became Muslim. So we fight them until everybody became a Muslim. If we go in the hadith, that should support that with one more hadith. You will see in this hadith as an example, and that will explain Islam to us. Quran chapter 3 verse 110, it says that the best of mankind are the Muslims. Why they are the best of mankind? Because simply they have a duty. And the duty is, read with me carefully. The verse You true Muslims are the best people ever raised for mankind. Means the best of the people for the people, as you bring them with the chain on their necks till they embrace Islam.
Wow.
Can we make it more clear more than this?
No.
So this is the duty. It's not them fighting you. You have a duty as a Muslim to fight them and bring them. How somebody will come to you with a chain around his neck unless you go conquer him, enslave him, you know, torture him, because the slavery is about you being surrendering for somebody and you became his slave, as simple as that.
Yeah.
And he put a leech on your neck, and that is supposedly a holy duty for every Muslim, to force you to convert to Islam. And actually this is how they converted a lot of people, you know, because now you are a slave and they will torture you, because they will torture you more. So if you want us to be merciful for you as a slave, well, convert to Islam. We will treat you better than a slave is not a Muslim.
Yeah.
Because now you will have more rights.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's what I found out after reading the Quran, is that the Islam is merciful among them, their own believers, but not to people outside of the religion.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
It's very sad.
All right. Well, it's very sad. We are destroying it, and don't worry, be happy. This garbage, we are here to clean it.
Thank you, and thank you for all your videos and for all your answers. It's very
please
very
don't forget before you leave to speak to the secretary, because I am the same as the Prophet Muhammad. I don't speak in private unless you pay me.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Good.
You know that. You know the Prophet. He said that, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you have to pay the Prophet.
Video.
Yeah. So please don't forget. All right. Take care, my friend.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye. Have you ever heard of a prophet? He will not talk to you unless you pay him. So if you speak to the prophet, you have to be aware now that your bill is growing, you know. Anyway, do we have any Muslim trying to call us? We go back to the genie story, right? We go back to the genie. We are here. She took us away from our topic. It's better next time, please. If you wait until we finish this, and then if we are done, then we can answer your questions. All right. So we were talking about Muhammad. The Muslims, they thought he was kidnapped by the genie. And by the way, this is one of the reasons I always take my gun with me wherever I go. I don't want to end kidnapped by genies, especially if they are women. Now imagine yourself kidnapped by a bunch of genies and they are women. Oh boy. Oh man. And all those genie women, I mean, they are genie, man. They are in fire literally, and they want to rape you. They want to have sex with you. Because in case you do not know, the Muslim believe that Muslim men and women, they can have sex with the genie. You know what I mean? I am not making things up. You can go right now and search on Google and search for sex with genie. Muslims believe in that literally. Real sex, you know. If you don't believe me, you can get my book, Sex and Allah, and you will find a lot of stories, which is very, very nice stories. It's good for before sleeping. Now, maybe later after we finish this, we can go and search for some stories about sex with genie. Or maybe now, I don't know. Let's see if I can find a good story. If there's any one of you here is too young, I'm the only young here. I think I'm the only one at 17 here. All of you are a bunch of old people. I feel sorry for you. Okay, let us see. Let's see. I hate to mention something without proof, because the Muslim, they will say, oh, he's lying, you know. It's not, doesn't say that. Where okay. I'm just trying to find you a story we can read, because some of them, they are too much. I mean, too much information. All right. Can a jinn have sex with my wife? This is a website, Islamic Stock Exchange. Can a jinn have sex with my wife? Is this hadith authentic? When a man has intercourse with his wife and does not name Allah, the jinn coil around his urta, I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly, and has intercourse along with him. So my friend, I have a bad news for you. You, especially Christians, Jews, Hindus, Buddhas, atheists, I'm really, really sad for you. You think you are having sex with your wife alone, but the fact you are having threesome. I'm really, really sorry for you, Mr. Genie, because you forgot to say Bismillah. The genie will round himself around your penis, and the genie will be doing that again, that again, that again, then that again, that again, that again, then that again, that again, that again, then and the guy was like, and his, and by the way, you will notice that your wife, she is more excited because now she have two in the same time. I mean, that's double pleasure, like the genie and the genie, man. This is fire. I mean, you're kidding me. It's like bullets. So you have a lot of Gigi, yeah, Gigi. So I mean, this is very, very dangerous, and we as a human, my friend, we should be enlightened by the wisdom of the Prophet, peace upon him. The Prophet, he don't say something unless it's very truthful. And because, my friends, I'm worried about you, especially for those who make donation. Those who don't make donation, don't listen to my advice because you don't deserve it. I am like Muhammad. I advise only those who make donation. Those who make donation, please, from now on, please, not please, please, from now on, say Bismillah before you have sex, in order to protect your wife and your penis. And this is, I mean, this is advice from me to you. Hello.
Hi, how you doing, Christian Prince?
I'm all right, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. How's life? How's things been going?
Life is good, and wives are in vacation.
This Judy episode is funny. It's funny.
Okay, what do you want to say to us, my friend?
So yeah, just quickly, brother. I've had some Arabic people. You know, the other day when you said Allahu Akbar meant Allah and Akbar, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could you elaborate on that just quickly? Because I've been trying to talk to some Muslims, evangelize to them, and they're like, they're saying to me.
First of all, Akbar in Arabic. You speak Arabic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Akbar means bigger.
Yeah, bigger.
Okay,
great, is high,
so you know, one of the names of Allah is Al-Azim. So if you want to say Allah Al-Azim, say Allah is the great. So what is Akbar then? Bigger. So in order to compare, in order to say Akbar, it's the statement in Arabic Akbar is to compare between two things, correct?
Okay, yeah.
It cannot be a description. Allahu Akbar, you know, it's about comparing. Now, if you go in the Quran, let us go here. You will see the word Akbar mentioned in the story about Abraham.
Yeah.
What Abraham he said? He said, "This is my Lord. This is Akbar."
Okay. Because I've heard, you know, I've heard even my father, many people say, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't even say,
hold on, let us
Allahu Akbar.
as long as you speak Arabic, you do not need too much explanation in English. فلما رأى الشمس باذغة قال هذا ربي هذا أكبر. What he said? He said the Shams, this is my God, this is Akbar. Okay. So there is the Arab, the same as many pagan nations. They have many gods. One of them is the sun god and the moon god. So I don't know if you grow up in the Middle East, you like when we have rain and sun in the same time, they say the Satan, he's beating his wife. He's beating his wife.
Yeah. Okay. They say stupid things like that.
The moon god is the god of Muhammad. The sun god was the god of the Arab, other people. So what Muhammad he came with Tawheed, to unite the two big gods, Allah and Akbar. So Akbar, as you see, he said, Hada Rabbi, Hada Akbar. Hada Rabbi, Hada Akbar. So Hada Akbar, which is the sun. Now Akbar here either is going to be, it is bigger, the Muslim they translate it as a greater, which is false, or you know, because here this is a planet, it's cannot be a great by value. Same time, the God of Islam, one of his name is Al-Azim. Al-Azim meaning great. So there's no point to say Akbar if it's mean great, because Azim meaning great, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
So this is one of the 99 names of Allah. So what Akbar mean? This is why when they say, they don't say Allah Akbar, they say Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, because there's Allah.
Because Muhammad is uniting between the God Allah and the God Akbar. This is why you see Muhammad, he forbid the sun God was always the enemy of the Arab. Why? Because the sun destroy their water, destroy their animals. You know, they are desert people. They don't like the sun, you know.
And also, CP, thank you for that information. I appreciate that. So basically, you know, on top of the mosque, they've got the moon, the crescent moon, and the star. Wasn't this like a pagan?
Everything is pagan. Everything in front of us is pagan. Look what Muhammad he said. And here, Muslim they try to avoid to translate some of the translation. The Prophet stood up beside the pulpit and pointed his finger toward the east and said, affection are there from the side of the head of Satan coming out. Okay. And then he says the side of the sun. Okay. So the God of Muhammad is the good God who is in charge of the God of the sun. This is why the Arab, you know that the Arab, they believe that there's a three daughters of Allah, and they are Al-Lat and Al-Uzza, right?
What can't they? How can they get out of that? That's what I don't understand. It's in the Quran. He said that obviously he got tricked, and it was satanic or whatever. How can they get out of that? Like, I don't understand.
Well, you need to. If you read with me here, if you ask, like even there is some naive Christian, they say no. The Quran says don't worship the moon, don't worship the sun. Yes, the moon is not the God. The moon, there's a God of the moon, is not the moon. The Lat, Al-Uzza, and Manat, they are the three daughters of a marriage between the God of the moon and the God of the sun.
Sheesh, kebab.
All right. So after they had sex together, they have three daughters, Al-Lat and Al-Uzza and Manat, and those are the three goddesses in charge of things. So when like as an example, if you go in the hadith, you will see Abu Bakr, he says Wamsus badr al-Lat, which means go and suck the clitoris of al-Lat. That's mean al-Lat was the goddess of sex, and it have a clitoris.
You know what I like, what you exposed as well? In Arabic, the meanings translated into English are not the same. This is what I'm saying.
Well, this is the point of knowing language, otherwise they can deceive you. And here you will notice that here we notice it says al-Lat, al-Uzza. Al does not mean the, al mean God. So al-Uzza, God Uzza, al-Lat, God Lat. Manat does not have al before it, because simply this is the God of death. So Allah is the same. Allah, Allah, La is the name of the God of Islam. Al is the word mean God. So Muslims, most of them, they are copy paste. They don't know. I mean, they believe in what they've been told, and that's it, generation after generation, and they copy paste. But nobody really have knowledge.
No, thank you. And also, I think there was some Bible prophecy. There was apparently that Mecca got swarmed with locusts. You know these insects.
I don't want to go into those prophecy, my friend, because sometimes people they make something fit for something because we don't like it, so we say this is a prophecy about Mecca. I don't want to go there, you know. And because also, first of all, Mecca is attacked by cockroaches every year. It's not something new, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, every year, and not only that, it's a flood by the sewage and garbage and etc. So this is not new. But people, you know, I mean, people are weird. They try to make a prophecy fit with certain, like I can go now and search for a verse in the Bible and say this is a prophecy about Trump.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? True. Some people are silly. I don't want to go there. So let us be smart, and let us focus on something important or real, and not try to make. We don't want to do what the Muslims do. The Muslims, they try to find the prophecy in their prophet words, and they try to make it. They try to clothe it in something happening around us. So if Christians want to do the same, that means they became silly the same as the Muslims.
No. True. Right. Also, like, I've got a testimony to tell you about. This is a
my friend. I want to go back to my topic. I apologize. I answered you, but I have a topic.
Yeah. That's it. Go on, get going, man. Thank you so much, man. Peace be unto you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Please, guys, don't call me now until I finish my topic. And I'm shy to say to you, I don't want to really answer you now because we have a topic to finish. All right. So please don't call me about any topic, and if you are a Christian, don't call me for now, please. Are we learning, guys? This is the difference between us and Muslims. We have always to speak honesty, and we don't want to make Islam look like a religion of the devil and, you know, say something it's not there. Okay, you know, just say it as it is. This is what Islam, we say Islam what it is. We don't want to close Islam with something is not there. And you know, if the locusts or the cockroaches attacking the Kaaba, for me, this is prove nothing really. It's not the reason for me to believe the Kaaba is a pagan place. What if tomorrow butterfly they attack the Kaaba? So we will say the Kaaba is a holy place. You know what I mean? The Muslims, they have a silly mind. They are desperate to find a proof of their religion. So they say things, they create things. As an example, airplanes cannot fly over the Kaaba. You know, bird don't do poo-poo over the Kaaba. But we have tons of pictures of birds doing poo-poo, and the Kaaba is covered by poo-poo. The Kaaba itself was destroyed many times. They are being silly, but we don't want to be silly like them. When we mention the story of the cockroaches, it's just additional proof that this is no way that can be the God protected house. Because imagine, and look how silly the mind of Muslims. They say to you, if you go and read the comment about the cockroaches, you will see that they are saying the crown prince, because he allow a woman to sing in Saudi Arabia, Allah he have anger. Okay, let us show you how stupid what you just said. So Allah is angry from the crown prince, so he sent the cockroach in his house. What about he sent it to the house of the crown prince? You know what I mean, guys? So imagine Allah is upset from a Christian prince. He sent the cockroaches against his holy house. Well, Christian prince house is not there. But sometimes I feel like those people, they have a brain of a chicken. Do you understand what I'm saying? When the Bible speak about Moses and the Pharaoh, the country is, you know, fighting Moses and his people. They want to kill them. So the punishment was upon the Pharaoh and his people. But here, this is the same people. They are Muslims, and this is the house of Allah. So how Allah punish Allah? Okay, you are angry from the crown prince, you punish yourself. So imagine I am angry from my neighbor and I order the cockroaches to come to my house. How silly, how naive, how dummy. I don't know what to say. But what I can do, I mean, I cannot give you. I advise you Muslims to ask Allah to send you the angel Jibreel to do a plastic surgery for you, to install a dish of wisdom and faith as he did to Muhammad. And we spoke about this topic before, you remember? Now we go back to our topic, and this is the last time we will answer anyone calling me out of the topic, please. If you call me out of the topic, I'm going to hang up on you, because you are not doing us a good. Do we agree, guys? I don't want to be rude, but don't force me to hang up on you. We go back to the topic. So now, can a jinn have sex with my wife? The answer: can a jinn have sex with my wife? Is this hadith is authentic? When a man had intercourse with his wives, and he does not name Allah, the jinn coils around his penis and has intercourse along with him. And here is the source. It says, according to, okay, he said, when a man has intercourse with his wife and he does not name Allah, the jinn calls around, etc. They're repeating the same story. All right, let us see some answers. As hadith says, it and people who are well aware and have experience in the world of jinn know that jinn can have sex with the human, both males and females. Guys, is the text clear or it's not? It's small? Is it too small? I don't see an option here to. You can read it? Tell me please if you can read it. Can you read still in the screen? All right. So it's confirmed between Muslims as believe that genies, they can have sex with male and female human. This is why it says that if you are a man and you sleep in your belly, you are in danger, because a genie, he might even do bang bang to you. So if you are a man, you better sleep in your back. Now if you are a female, I feel sorry for you, because you have two places to cover. You have the front and you have the back. So I do not know how you can sleep. I guess you have to make yourself between two boards of wood, one from the front and one from the back, and you sleep in your side. This is the only way you protect yourself from shaitan or genie to do bang bang to you. All right. And obviously the one who teaches such a teaching, he must be a prophet of God. I mean, how Muhammad, he knew this unless he is a true prophet of God? Think about it. Think about it, or call a friend in case you do not know how to think about it. All right. Do we have any Muslim here? He have any statement want to say? Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim have some knowledge to share with us? And even in some cases, I like it when they say in some cases, not all cases, some cases. I mean, here there's some kind of wisdom. And even in some cases, it is reported that a jinn and the human married. Oh boy. I mean, this is what is missing. I'm going to sign in a dating website for a genie females. Maybe I can find a genie with a wife because a genie wife is better than a normal human wife. She can go inside the bank, bring me all the money I need, and that's it. And if I take her vacation, I will not pay for her ticket because simply she is invisible. The airline will not even see her. And not only that, you know, if you are a drug dealer, you can marry a female genie because she can smuggle all the drugs you want through any country you wish. I mean, man, that is the real marriage. By the way, guys, many of you ask me why you're still single. How you know that now I don't have a wife, but she is a genie? How you know? Hey, my wife, can you bring me some tea? By the way, I don't see her, but I see the tea coming. Yeah, can you put it in this table here? Where are you? Oh, you are here? Okay, where? Okay, now I feel you. All right, all right. My wife is a genie, and she is invisible, and this is how I enjoy her beauty. Invisible. You have invisible lips. That's wonderful. So beautiful. Thank you, husband. She talked too, and she fought. Yes, by the way, genie, they fought too. In case you do not know, genie, they fought. By the way, in case you do not know, genie is a shaitan too. Shaitan is one of the genie. If you go in the hadith, you will see here Muhammad, he claimed that each time the Muslims they pray, the shaitan genie, he fought. And for sure here you will notice the amazing wisdom of the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, and the clear proof that he is a true prophet from Allah. Otherwise, how he can earn such an amazing knowledge about farting? Normal people cannot do that and cannot reach out to the farting knowledge deep to the ass of genie. So here you will notice the Prophet, may Allah bless him and pray on him. When shaitan hear the call to the prayer, he turns his back. And here look at the Prophet, how amazing he is into the details. He didn't say shaitan he fought. No, he said he turns his back. I don't know how many of you watch a movie and you see a bunch of rude, dummy, garbage, trashy people turning their ass to somebody and taking off their pant. This is exactly what shaitan is doing. So when shaitan he hear the Muslims saying Allahu Akbar, shaitan he turn his back to fart at Allah, and he break the winds, which is very strong. And actually I heard that most of the hurricane is because of the fart of shaitan. Now, if you are telling me that this cannot be true, my friend, you are opposing the knowledge of the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, who the Muslim they say that a very well-known person, his name is George Bernard Shaw, said if the Prophet was exist today, he can solve all the problem of the world while he's drinking his coffee. But by the way, we cannot find where George Bernard Shaw he said that. Bernard Shaw he said the opposite about Muhammad. The Muslims always fabricate stories. One day Christian prince will die and they will say Christian prince he converted to Islam a minute before he died, and he said Shahada, I bear witness that shaitan fart when he hears the name of Allah. I bear witness that shaitan he have sex with female Muslim women. I mean, just wait. Anyone died, they say to him he converted to Islam before he died. Now here we notice that the Prophet Muhammad is a very highly intellect and educated. His knowledge is not about mankind only, but he have a PhD in farting and the connection between religion and farting. Maybe it's hard for you as a person who don't even have high school, but for us Arab who they are illiterate, do not know how to write, how to read, we can teach you wisdom. Here we can make a very strong connection between the two occasions, There's two occasions here happen. I'm going to explain for the slow one, and I assume that 99% of you, because you are not Muslim, you are slow. Sorry to say so. You are Christians. Funny Christians. 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 equal to 1. Christians and we're crazy people. So what happened here in front of us is amazing discovery. Let us see. It is truly amazing. The Muslim, he say Allah. Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Shaitan in return, he said, is my no, sorry, this is not, doesn't say that. He said, answering by farting. And that is scientifically proven to be true. Who in the world can deny such a wisdom? Why you need even to read the Gospel of John or the Gospel of Luke or Mark or reading the words of Jesus Christ? Here, this is the wisdom. This is the man. This is the man we should listen to. I mean, you guys are really crazy. You are leaving such a man away from you. How you can live your day? How you can enjoy your life? How you can enjoy your marriage? Brothers and sisters, you are missing a lot of knowledge. Somebody is saying to me, call Zakir Naik, and I cannot resist the temptation of calling brother Zakir Naik, for he is the person of knowledge. Tadadun, tadadun. Tadadun, tadadun. Tadadun, tadadun. Brother Zakir Naik, he will never answer the phone unless it rings 3 times. Assalamu alaikum. I told you 1,000 times, don't call me. Brother, I have a question for Christian friend, leave me alone. I am sick of you. I told you 1,000,000 times, I am not the one to answer your question. First, your questions are very silly, and they are very stupid, and I'm sick for you. And you are doing sexual harassment. You are calling me after the middle of the night. Brother, but we have a question about very serious topic. What is the question? It's about chemical weapon. Okay, I'm listening now. Sounds very interesting. Did the war between India and Pakistan break up? No, it's not about the war between India and Pakistan yet. I hope it's not going to happen soon. But it says that Shaitan, he fart when Muslims say the prayer of Allah. First of all, this is proven to be true. And this is why if you go around the Kaaba, you smell so bad. Because Shaitan there, he is using his full energy to fart at his Muslim. Because all the Muslims, we have like 5 million Muslims, they are saying Allahu Akbar. And all the Satan there, they are trying to cover the thought of Satan, the thought of Allah, and they are saying, so you see that. Thank you. Oh, so you are saying to me around the Kaaba, because too many people saying Allahu Akbar, there's too many Shaitan, they are responding to them by farting. Absolutely. Are you saying, brother, there's a war between you and the devil? You say Allah, they shoot back by farting. For the first time in your life, you say something smart. I am really impressed, and you are getting better. Absolutely, brother. When Satan, he hear the prayer of Allah, he start farting. And this is proof. If you go to NASA, you will see that even they found that when Armstrong, he went to the moon, he heard the word Allahu Akbar, and he even smelled, and he heard the Satan farting. Well, thank you, Zakir Naik. I really appreciate your answer, and I apologize for waking you up. Guys, I say don't call me. Christians, don't call me. I mean, I need to finish this topic. I will finish it tomorrow. We are waiting for a Muslim to call me. Until now, we got no Muslims, except Christian. Oh, boy. So if you are thinking that Allah Prophet is not wise, I feel sorry for you. I really feel sorry for you. Aren't you now? I mean, we should confess now that the Prophet, he have knowledge beyond knowledge. He have knowledge about the unseen. How Muhammad he was able to know what shaitan do when it's come to fart? Now we go back to the 6. All right. As I said, there are historical reports. I have read some books. No one can verify them, but they are large in number. Let us see if there's any. Okay. Shaykh al-Islam and the true Imam al-Jalal Jalaluddin al-Suyuti, Allah have mercy on them, they said in his book on jinn, Ahkamul Jinn, there's books about genie, and this is the reference as you see. The truth that it is possible for a human being and jinn to have intercourse. My friend, you might wonder why your wife, she is not having sex with you. That because she have a boyfriend, he is a genie. The poor you go to work, and your wife, she said to you, I will stay home, like, for, but the fact, the genie is just waiting for you to leave the house. So he will jump in the bed and start doing the again. And now because your wife, she is comparing between your sex and the genie sex, she finds you very boring. Do you remember, guys, the story of Suleiman? Who have the link? We shared that before. Who have the story of Suleiman? If you remember Suleiman, when the genie, he took his ring, you remember? Suleiman in Arabic means Solomon, the prophet Solomon, supposedly. When he went to the bathroom, Allah, he gave him, Suleiman, he was controlling the genie. The Quran says even the genie, they work for him. Let us refresh your memory a little bit. See, this topic is complicated, my friend. Let me turn the light on. I cannot see anything no more. And my wife Jeannie is not here to turn it on for me. She went to do shopping for free from Walmart. Nobody can see her. She filled the card, she get out, nobody can see her. They see only the card going out by itself. This is the benefit of having a female wife, Jeannie. Unbelievable. So if you remember, Quran speak that Suleiman have control of the genie. Chapter 38, speaking about the devil. They work, the devil here, by the way, they are genie. They are genie. Just remember that. Genie are devil. Devil are genie. They are the same kind. But not every genie is a devil. Remember that. So Suleiman, he have control to many things, and the control always by his ring. He have a flying carpet, as you see here in verse number 36. It says, so we subjugated the wind to his service, which carried his merchandise wherever he wish. And by the way, to be honest with you, my grandfather, brother, he used to have the same flying carpet. My grandfather, his name is Ali Baba, and in some countries they call him Sinbad. All right, true story. So Suleiman, he have a flying carpet. He controlled the wind, and the wind go under the flying carpet and carry all his merchandise is not, this is translation, it doesn't say, It says, you know, if you go into the interpretation, you will see it says it carry his equipment, his, you know, his horses, his army, his tents, everything. Actually, it says that the flying carpet can carry up to 600,000 chairs plus all his equipment of the army and his army, which I find it very small, because my grandfather, his flying carpet carries 700,000 chairs. So you notice here that the difference between Sulaiman flying carpet and my grandfather flying carpet is almost 100,000, which is obviously a true story. All right. False interpretation. Who's saying that? Who is the Muslim when I call me, challenge me to show you the interpretation? What false interpretation? Who's, are you a Muslim, the one who's it false, or you are joking? Do we have any Muslim here? If there's a Muslim here, he's accusing us we are saying a lie, because we can show the reference right now. Okay, let us do this. As long as you are challenging me, but don't forget to remind you guys to go back to where it says the devils build and divers of all kind. They are divers, unbelievable. They do snorkeling. Hey Shaitan, can you do snorkeling for me and get me some pearls and jewelries from the ocean? Sure, my master. Okay, we go to chapter 38, verse number 36, and see the meaning first. Give me a second. We have too many pages open, so we have to close some. All right. Okay. Now we go to Ibn Kathir. There we go. Chapter, and by the way, Ibn Kathir in English is totally different from Ibn Kathir in Arabic. Let us say Ibn Kathir in English is like fat-free. They took all the hilarious stories out, most of it, let us say. So we go to 38. Just to show you, Muslims. Here we go. Chapter 38, verse number 36. We are not choosing something wrong. And then we go here. Verse number 36. We start from 34, so you don't say we are making it, we are taking it out of context. And by the way, even in the same chapter, speaking that Allah, he made Sulaiman die, and he was still standing on his body was standing, you know, but he was dead. And what happened? He was standing and he held his staff. So his wives, his ministers, they keep getting out, and nobody notices that he is dead until the termite they eat his staff. And this is this normal things happen for us in the Middle East, we as Arab, you know, or Jews. But anyway, you will notice here in Ibn Kathir, Muhammad claiming that he got a afrit. Afrit is another name for genie. And afrit is something coming from other culture. The same creature, genie, is called afrit. And afrit simply is a genie who is very troubling. Very troubling, but he is very fast. He is very powerful. Like, he can bring you anything like this, like fast. He is a genie, yes, but let us say he is the most powerful genie. This is why if you go to chapter 27, verse number 39, I think it says that qala ifritu min al-jinn, afrit from the genie, he says, I can bring it to you before even you blink your eyes. All right. Let us see the verse so people will not say, the Muslim will not say we are making things up. If we go in the Quran, we search chapter 27 verse number 39, as you see. And a crafty jinn. What crafty mean, guys? Somebody tell me in English what crafty mean. I don't know what crafty mean. That's just to see if the translation is accurate. What crafty is? Crafty. What is that? And crafty of the jinn. Crafty. Tricky. Ah, sneaky. I told you he's very sneaky. Ah, what a sneaky genie. Unbelievable. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Hey. Me. Do you see what kind of genie this genie? And this is the same story, by the way. It's about Suleiman, but in different chapter. This is in chapter of the ants, chapter 27. So here, if you read to see the story here, where the bird, the hudhud, went and he told him, I found a woman that she her people, they worship the sun. And Satan more them their do deeds, etc. Blah 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 blah. This is the bird who Suleiman, he check him. He is a general in his army. Suleiman, he have an army of birds, okay, and they are in ranks. So this is like a high rank bird. All right, guys, did I give you too much information today? Is that too much? Can we handle more, or we take a break? What do you think? Is it too much? Okay. Because I know, like, you know, you see, the problem is that when you speak about something, you find yourself speaking about many things, especially if you are a person who have knowledge. You know, you cannot miss something because they are connected, and we want to give you the full picture. But some of us, maybe they cannot really observe all this information. It's all new and it's too much stupid, you know. So here you will notice the story, the same story about Suleiman, but it appears in different chapter. Speaking about Suleiman, when he checked his birds, he found one of them, he is missing, and then he said, if I like, why he is absent. And by the way, all of us in the Middle East, we check our birds and we speak to them, you know, and we have army of birds. Even Allah, he said, he have a chapter, it's called the chapter of the elephant, if you remember. In the chapter of the elephant, this is at the end of the Quran, it says that Allah, he sent an army of birds to destroy the elephants. So yes, birds are army, like F-16 of Islam. So when the Prophet Solomon, he checked the birds, he found the hudhud, as you see here in that chapter. It's called him hudhud. This is the name how it is in Arabic. Now, what is hudhud? Let me show you what is hudhud, for those who did not know what hudhud is. You know, sometimes some of you, they say, like, you showed us before what hudhud, but always remember there's somebody is new, first time listening, right? So have patience and don't be selfish. Let us search for hudhud, Mr. Hudhud. Okay. This is the hudhud, which Suleiman, he checked out and he found him missing. General Hudhud. And obviously, I think they choose him for such a job because he obviously, by the look, he looked like a general. I mean, look at this man. Glory to God who created you, little bird. Very beautiful. But the Muslims, they copy from old nations, old generations, fairy tale stories about that. This is a bird who is very unique, and he is, according to the Islamic scholars, he was the minister of irrigation. His job is to fly and to find water under the ground. Actually, I saw an article saying that scientists, they found that some birds, they have a special X-ray vision. What is that is about? I mean, they try to make anything to be perfect about their prophet. In the interpretation, there's a guy, he was saying about the hudhud. He said, well, how come if the hudhud, he can find water under the ground, how come if we put some seed under the sand, he cannot see it? So we have to make it seen in order to make a trap for him. You know what I mean? Then Ibn Abbas said to him, aren't you afraid that Allah will strike you for saying that? The guy, he came, okay, if this bird can see under the ground if there's water, how come if we cover the seed with some sand, he cannot see it? So we have to keep the seed always in the top of the sand so we can trap him. When they make a trap, they put the seed in the top. They notice that if the seed is covered, the bird will not see it. So how you say to me he can see what is under the ground, but yet he cannot see the seed which is under the sand? So Ibn Abbas threatened him. He said to him, aren't you afraid that Allah will strike you for saying that? The guy, he said, I seek pardon from Allah, I will never say that again. All right. So here we notice in this story that when he did check the birds, he did not find the hudhud, and he said, I will punish him severely or cut his throat. Then to make the story short, the bird, he came back and he said, I found a nation, they have a queen, and they have a very beautiful queen, and by the way, she have no hair in her legs according to the interpretation, and she have a very magnificent throne, and her people, they worship the sun. They they don't worship Allah, blah 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 blah, etc. And then Solomon, he said, we shall see if you speak the truth or you are a liar. All this conversation is happening between who? Between Suleiman and his bird. Are we following? All this conversation until now is between the bird and Suleiman, that bird. And then Suleiman, he said, give me a proof in this matter, like something to make decision. Suleiman, he need from his assistants to give him a proof. What do you say? What I should say? What I should do? All right. He don't know what to do. Like what is decision he should do. And then they were suggesting to him things. So when the invoice come to Solomon, he said, do you wish to increase my worth? Yet that God has given me is better than what he has given you? No. Be gratified in your present. Go back to them. We shall soon come with our armies, which they will not be able to face. Here we go. Suleiman want to do jihad because those people don't believe in Allah. We shall drive them out of the land. Okay. And then he said to his assistants, O you nobles, is there anyone who can bring me her throne before they come to me in submission? Here you see the genie duty. This is a afreet. This is a very special genie. He is very tricky and he's very fast. Look what he said. A crafty genie, I will bring it for you. Rise from your seat, for I am strong and trustworthy. I will bring it before you. Rise from your seat, which means before even you move your ass, I can bring you that to here. This is how fast he is. Are we listening, guys? This is how fast this afreet is. Afreet, yeah, afreet. I mean, and you are telling me that the prophet is not all knowledgeable and Allah book is not scientific? This is afreet. Mr. Afreet. Let me see if I can find you an image for Mr. Afreet, because Afreet, he have a special image too. You want to see Afreet? Let's see. Afreet. Where is the Afreet? I see only image of genie, normal genie. I want to see the Afreet. If any of you remember, like there's a movie when there's like a candle, like you wipe your hand over it and then Afreet come out. You remember? This is Afreet. Okay. Trying to find. I cannot find on Google really anything about it to show you. But anyway, I think you get the idea. He's like a powerful giant creature, and always he is naked. He is bald, not totally naked. He have like a panty, you know, and he is bald, and he is very huge, but yet he is very powerful. Oh boy, I cannot find anything. Weird. Usually I can't find really. No luck. But anyway, I mean, I think you guys, you got the idea. Oh, what I find just a normal. He is a genie, but he is different kind of genie. Like this. If you, this is always how the Muslims actually. This is supposedly a person he present Afreet in a Muslim movie. This is how the Afreet come to him. So the Afreet is a bald guy. He have a mustache like this, and he is huge, very huge. All right. True story. Anyway, so we go back. So be careful that your wife, she will not sleep around with the Afreet. He is bald. Oh, I hope Sam Shamoun will not hear me now. So he is bald, but he is huge to the point like he is really a giant, and he have a big mustache and a beard, and he put his arms around his chest, and he say in Arabic, "Shubik lubik, abdak bin idek," which mean I put my arms around myself and I surrender to you, master. Let me see if I can find the Shubek thing. Maybe if we search for that. Oh, here we go. We found it. Here is the Afrit. Now you get the idea. So you wipe this this candle, and then the Afrit, he will come out, and he's so big and so huge. All right. Let us show you another picture. Here, like this is as a human in the movie. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh boy. Shubik. Oh boy. This is Islam, my friend. I am not even adding a word. This is Islam. You like it, you don't like it, what I can do. I mean, this is Islam. It's embarrassing, it's stupid, but what I can do. Shubik. Yeah. And you know, this is full of old legends, stories, and etc. You know, like you find a candle, you ask the candle to the genie come out from it, and you ask him for a favor. So the Afrit is the one the Quran is speaking about. You know, this is the Afrit. Oh, please don't say it is a story. Show respect to the book of Allah. What are you talking about? You people are okay. Aren't you afraid that the crafty genie can come to you right now? Do you know how many of you tonight you will get punished for making fun of the crafty genie? Let me tell you what happened to me because I made fun of a crafty genie just last week. I made fun of a crafty genie, and I went to my kitchen. I found a crafty cake. I ate from the crafty cake, and then after I ate the crafty cake, I feel like I needed to eat from a crafty watermelon. I ate from the crafty watermelon. I felt like I want to eat some cooking, so I cooked. I cooked a crafty food. So since then, actually, I'm just doing a crafty stuff, and this is a punishment for those who believe in those things. So you better be careful. And yes, he can play with your anus too, as the prophet he said. Unbelievable. Okay, we go back to our story. We have a Muslim here trying to call us. Let's see. Well, I don't know. If you are there, answer me. If not, feel free to call. So as you see, Islam is nothing but a collection of fairy tale stories. We continue here. Hello?
Brother Christian Prince, praise the Lord.
Hey, my friend, how are you?
I'm doing great by the grace of God. How are you?
I'm all right. So I understand that you are an ex-Muslim, right?
Yes, brother.
All right. What do you want to say to us, my friend?
I left Islam in 2010. I left Islam.
Okay.
It has been almost 9 years, and God has been faithful to me. So I just have been watching some of your videos, and the way you are exposing Islam is really, I got the opportunity to learn more about Islam because of your videos. Really
My friend, I hardly
for
can understand you.
that.
Sorry, I hardly can understand you.
I
Say again.
actually have some doubts, and I just wanted to ask you.
You have doubt about what? Hello?
I have few questions. Can I ask you?
Okay, about what? Is it about our topic?
If God is an omnipotent God, hello?
You know, I cannot really hear you. Maybe you
God
can give me...
is an omniscient God. Can you hear?
My friend,
No,
my friend.
brother.
Okay,
It's
let
just
us make it this way. Listen to me on YouTube. If you have something to do with the topic for now, ask me. If not, save it until we finish and you can ask me. All right? And your voice is very bad. I cannot hear anything. Let us continue here. So the truth that it is possible for a human being and jinn to have intercourse, and Thalabi mentioned in the tafsir that the meaning of Iblis, I think he did not hear me. Hello?
Can you hear me now, brother?
All right, so what is your question?
The Bible says that our God is an omniscient God. He knows everything.
Is what? Yeah, he know everything. Okay, what does that mean?
He knows everything. But when he knows that Adam and Eve are going to commit the sin, then what is the point in creating the human beings?
What is the point of creating the human being? First of all, he
knows that
he created
when
no. Yeah, well, yeah. You see, if I create you and I know what you will do, it doesn't mean there's no point, because at the end of the day, God, he did not create us to commit sin. It is us who choose to commit sin. So even though you commit sin, still he have a plan for you, that even if you do so, still he will save you. Because this is what Christianity is about. That okay, God, he knows that you are a sinner, and God, you know that you will commit sin, but God did not create you to commit sin, but you choose to do so, no problem. But then still you are not done. You know, God, because he loves you, he give a chance for those who like to be saved to be with him, even though they are committing sin, and they commit sin before. If they repent and they accepted the Messiah, they are welcome to be forgiven and to be in his kingdom again. So knowing, if I know, like I say, you are a person who beloved by your father, and your father, he will send you to school, and he knew in the school you will do bad and good, but that is not a reason not to send you to school.
Okay.
Right? So in the school, it's possible that you will pass and possible you will not pass. However, he give you the right to pass or not to pass. You choose. You want to study hard, you pass. If I know, let us say I know that you will not pass, and then you say to me, okay, you are judging me, but you did not even give me a chance to try. So you judge me because you know. So no, not because I know I'm going to judge you, because you do what you do. So go. I create you, go and do what you will do. You have a free will. Still you fail, and then I will judge you for your failure, not because I will judge you because of my knowledge.
Okay.
All right. Did I answer you?
Yes, brother.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Take care. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, don't confuse about that, because simply God, he is not punishing us because he know that I'm going to commit sin. He punished me because I committed sin. If God, he punished me because of his knowledge, that is not even fair, but even if you commit sin, still you get your chance to be forgiven and to come back to the Lord. We go back here. It was narrated by Mujahid, when a man has intercourse with his wife and he does not name Allah, the jinn calls around his altar and has intercourse along with him. This is meaning of the saying, the Most High, whom neither man or jinn has touched before. You see the Quran in chapter 55, verse number 56, and this is what you see in the cover of my book, Six and Allah. In the book Six and Allah, you will see in the cover, I choose a verse where it says, it doesn't say really, it doesn't say that no genie did touch them. It says no genie did have intercourse and broke their hymen inside the vagina. It doesn't say touch them. Where is the word touch them? What touched them? لم يطمثهن, which mean no genie or man did have intercourse with them and made them lose their virginity. Now you will see it in the screen how it says that verse exactly as we are quoting the scriptures from the Quran, or let's say the funny statement of Muhammad. So you will notice there that there's nobody broke the skin of virginity inside their vagina. So the God of the Quran, and now he mentioned that, which proved that the genie and man, they share the same vagina. Genie and man, otherwise how he's saying, and that's why they are using this reference, otherwise how Allah he says that those women in heaven, Allah he promised you women who no genie and no man have intercourse with them, unless genie can have intercourse. And this is very logical to say that the Quran is saying that as a proof of their logic. Then he says, Ibn Abbas said, Ibsen's Mukhannathun. The Mukhannathun simply are the gays. The gays are the sons of the jinn. So what happened that when you have sex with your wife and a genie have sex with your wife, and then you have a child, this is not your child. This is the child of a genie, and look like he is going to be a gay according to Islam. So if you see somebody, he's a gay according to Islam, not according to me, he is a son of a genie. All right, and I think this is logical, isn't it? Oh boy. And yeah, like actually somebody he says, does that mean all of us are gay? Because according to this, if we don't say the name of Allah when we have intercourse, and your father and my father did not say the name of Allah before they have intercourse, that means all of us are gays. But we are not. Oh boy. Oh Lord have mercy. You know, I think one day I'm going to die from laughing. I mean, people die from stress. And by the way, what I do is very stressful. I get a lot of death threat, etc. But I find it very funny, and it's fun. I don't feel any stress, by the way. I feel like tired. Sometimes my eyes is burning, looking too much at the screen. And it's a challenging, you know, like you go and you challenge everybody. Who wanna call me? I mean, this is a big challenge. You know, it's not easy. Not everybody can do it. Who dare? So it brings stress to you if you are not confident. But I have a lot of confidence of my Lord first, and myself as knowledge. And when I read about Islam, even though I did read those stories 1,000 times, still they made me laugh, because it's the most stupid, hilarious. I mean, how a human being go crazy that far? You see, I don't think donkeys they have such a thing in their books, if they have books. I mean, this is really beyond stupidity. So the gays are the sons of the genies? Anyway, it must be true. By the way, if there is any gays listening, do you feel like you are half invisible? Because if you are half a human, half genie, then you should have the power of the genies. Oh boy. Okay. Allah and his messengers forbid that man have intercourse with his wife during her menses. Let's see the reason here. When he does, Shaitan is there before him, and then she may get pregnant and will give a birth to a gay. Mukhannathun. Mukhannathun in Arabic here, this is mean gays. So the reason the Prophet, he forbid you from having sex with your wife when she have her menses, because simply if you do, Shaitan will be waiting for that moment. This is his choice. This is his chance now to do what? To have sex with your wife and make your wife pregnant from him. This is why actually in the Quran it says to sharikuhum that Shaitan is going to share with you, chapter 17 verse number 64, he is going to share with mankind their money and their kids. Do you see it? Mislead any of them you may with your voice, attack them with your cavalry and soldiers on feet, share their wealth and children's with them. If you go and read the interpretation, they say this is what it's about. Shaitan, he sleep with your wife when you are having sex with her if you are not being a good believer, and then Shaitan, he will make your wife pregnant from him. All right. We can respond to him. What? A guy want to debate me? Call me. And what I can do more? If you want to debate me, call me, my friend. Don't call me now. Give me a second. Let me get some water. give me a minute until I come back. All right. You can call me, my friend, if you want. And don't forget to bring your afrit with you. You need your afrit today. Are you there, Mr. Muslim, who want to debate me? All right. We are waiting for you, my friend. Are you going to call or no? Okay, obviously he's not serious. So as you see here, this is where it's coming. They believe that Shaitan he share with you. And by the way, we showed you before that Shaitan, when Allah he kicked out Shaitan from heaven, he kicked only one Shaitan. So the Muslims, how the Muslims today, they believe that there's shayateen, which means Satans. The Muslims do not believe in one Satan, they believe in Satans. So the big Satan, his name is Iblis, and obviously this is something taken from other belief. So there was a question about how Iblis, if he is the one who was kicked out of heaven, have children after that. Did he have a wife? Can he have sex? The answer, the Muslims, they came with the answer that Allah, when he created Shaitan, he created for him a penis in the right side of his leg and a vagina in the left leg. Let me show you the reference. Because you know, Muslim, they might say we are making things up. You know them. This is a Muslim website, Islam Fatwa, fatwaislamweb.net. It says here, Hal li Iblis. Actually, let us see if we can translate. Give me a second. If we can use Google translation, which will make it easier for us. Okay, we post the link as it is, and we open the link using Google translation. They are asking here, the translation is not too much accurate. The offspring of the devil, fatwa number 113661. The offspring of the devil and the way they get it, which means how the devil he got offspring. Answer: praise be to Allah, blah 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 blah. It has been proven, etc., that Shaitan he can have offspring. Okay, so it's proven. This is proven, my friend. Okay. Allah Messenger, he said, don't be the first to enter the market, not the last, because Shaitan he lay his eggs there. And here they continue saying Sheikh Al-Amin, etc. I mean, I hate this thing with it appear on the screen. Allah created for him a right male in his right thigh. Do you see it? I'm just using the Google City translation. Allah created for him a male, which means a penis, in his right thigh, and in his left he created for him a not a prostitute, a vagina. It's funny with Google translation, vagina became prostitute. So he would do this with that, and then he will lay down 10 eggs every day, and from every egg there is 70 shaitan and shaitana devil come every day. All right, so as you see, this is what the Muslims believe, that Shaitan, the first Shaitan, Iblis, he was created with a penis in the right leg and a vagina in the left leg. So when you want to have sex with himself, he just shake his legs. I mean, how lucky you are, man. Brother, Islam is a pure science and there is no fiction there. I mean, how in the world How in the world you can deny Islam? What are you waiting for? What's wrong with you? I think you guys, you have a mental issues. After all this amazing knowledge, you're still not accepting Allah? You don't want to say Shahada? I really feel sorry for you. And it's been proven. Yeah, I like it when he say it's been proven. It's been proven, brother. It's been proven. Oh boy. It's been proven. It is been proven. I mean, how more proven we need to do for you? Yes, it's have been proven. Do you see it in the beginning? It's have been proven. Oh. No comment. No comment. Anyway, guys, I think it's time for me to go for today. We'll try to continue tomorrow. What do you think? I feel hungry. I did not eat since yesterday. We can continue the same topic tomorrow if you want. But as you see, this religion is really stupid. And you cannot really be a person who have a, I don't know what kind of education you have, how small, how big your brain is. I mean, at the end of the day, God, he gave us a brain. And it's going to be very silly of us to be silly and to be stupid. You see, people, they decide to be stupid by their own decision. God did not create you to be stupid. But if you choose to be stupid, I mean, it's your choice. And in order to believe in such a garbage, you have to be literally suffering from, you know, something. You find yourself what it is. There's no way any human being, he have a little intelligent, he will believe in such a garbage. You believe in it, it's your fault, not my fault. I did my part. I'm showing you the knowledge, which maybe it's going to take you tons of years if you want to study by yourself to find it, to connect the dots, to put all the information together. I'm showing it to you easy. We never say something without showing it in the screen, even if sometimes it take me time and too much effort to find reference. Especially we speak about religion, everything in it written in different language, and I have to find it for you in English, so you can understand and you can see and you can believe that we are not fabricating or saying or making things up. But after all what we showed you, if you are a Muslim and you are listening, do you think really this is from God? Be honest with yourself. This cannot be from God. So I want to say thank you for everybody for being with us, and thank you for those who made donation. We appreciate your support, and we pray that tomorrow we will be able to do a live broadcast. Don't forget to subscribe so we can learn more and we can enjoy the truth, and the truth will set you free. The truth is a joy, my friend. Stupidity is a curse. So don't curse yourself. It's a curse upon yourself by yourself. That's what a stupidity is. To believe that God is going to provide you vagina, that because you decide to curse yourself and to become a sex slave. God in heaven, he is not a vagina vendor. Even God, when he created Adam and Eve, not Adam and 72 Eves. If we are going back to heaven where we came from, so it doesn't make sense that this God, he is going to bring me not only back to zero, he will bring me to be worse. He will bring me to be a person who is addicted to sex, and I don't see women as something I love. Women are created as the same as men from the man. Actually, the Bible called them both Adam. So the woman is not created to be used. The woman created to be a partner within ourselves, from my kind, not from different kind. So the God who made a woman a sexual toy cannot be God. And remember that the woman is your mother and your sister, not only a woman you want to sleep with. And if you don't respect your mother, I think you have no respect for anything around you in life. Unless your mother was a very bad woman, and then I understand. But that is not what we are talking about. I want to say thank you again. May the Lord bless you. And until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And this is a Christian Prince with you saying good night. Bye-bye.